Hello, everybody. Welcome to Royal Kingdom FX weekly market forecast. My name is Alonzo Johnson, and I'll be breaking down just a few charts for you guys. Why? Guys, I want you to hear me when I say this. This week is going to be crazy, y'all. Why? Because we have the US elections happening. We're going to have a little bit of Brexit news. You could sprinkle a little bit of news popping up here and there about the US polls. All of this stuff, guys, is going to impact the charts tremendously. So my advice to you guys is protect the bag. We as traders, guys, we are here to make money, not gamble. Okay? This is going to be chaotic. So without further ado, let's jump into these charts. Okay, first things first, we're going to get into it with the US dollar. Last week we closed bearish, and this week we have a slight bullish action going on. But if you look on the daily chart, you'll see that there's pretty much like no sense of direction. Like there's no clear bias right now that I'm actually seeing. Like if you look here, it's a support area here. Chart came down, it tampered with that so same support area. Let's say like around here. It rejected it, and it also pushed down to tap this area here, and you can see it formed a double bottom. So we're going to be pushing up just a slight bit, but due to the elections and the polls, pretty much it's going to cause a lot of volatility. And I just say this week is going to be very choppy, very choppy. So you got to be careful when you're trading USD pairs this week. I highly recommend scalping any USD pair, whether it be AU, GU, UJ, whatever. Once it have a USD in it, I highly recommend scalping it, because you got to protect yourself as a trader in these times of uncertainty. And pretty much in these kind of times, gold pretty much goes up when there's a lot of uncertainty, but I'll highly recommend that you scalp that also. So let's take a look at some other pairs. Okay, gold. If you look on that gold on the daily, you can see this triangle pattern here, but the major support became resistance, and you can see how it's clearly rejecting this bottom area. But let's start at the weekly candle. As you can see, last week it closed as a doji. There's a lot of like selling pressure off of that resistance. That can actually push gold down. I expect like selling pressure to happen, and if it continue, the areas that we're going to be aware of is this area, which is 1886 area. If we break that, then we're going to go down to this major area here, which is 1855 area. Pretty much, but the main target, once it breaks through these two levels, then we'll be looking at this level here, which is 1797. That's if the selling pressure continues. But like I say, we got to be aware of the elections and the polls. So if things get chaotic, then pretty much gold is going to shoot up. So right now it's not in a position to do anything right now, so I'm going to sit on my hands like a good trader and just pretty much watch for the market to give me more details before I take a trade. So pretty much looking at something like this, come back to retest, come down, probably come right back up here and then sink down. That's one scenario. Or what could happen is something like we could go up from the pressure that we get here from elections, come back down, retest the zone, and push up. So pretty much, and no, the red and blue don't mean Republican and Democrats. Yeah, but anyway, this here is what we're looking at. But the chart will normally go down, but if we have like a lot of craziness happening throughout the week, like how I expect with the elections and stuff like that, then we're going to be pushing to the upside. Okay, let's look at the other pair. Okay, as we look at GU, pretty much I see I'm actually bullish on GU for the week. Yeah, I'm more bullish on GU for the week, but it goes right back to what I'm saying about news. There is pretty much news concerning Brexit in this upcoming week, also the US elections. So if you see, I'm gonna monitor GU to see if how price reacts around this support area. But if we could stay above like pretty much 130, 1.3, if we can stay above this throughout the week, if you see it start to reject and turn around and be starting to push up, I'll take a long. I'll actually definitely jump in on a buy and to take it up to the zone, or see how things react around news time and all that stuff, polls. But always keep in mind, like I say, it's scalping time this week, guys. Nothing else. Just keep in mind, we all scalping this whole week. So definitely take a buy once as you see it start to reject a zone, but keep your eyes open for when it reaches this area. Okay, let's look at another pair. Okay, let's take a quick look at US oil. Crude oil, last week we closed bearish and we rejected that resistance area, so I see a lot of selling pressure coming in. We look like we're going to test this area here, which is the support. Let's look at the daily. Pretty much these two key areas here, the resistance and support. Price might continue to dance around there. I mean, in between those areas. You can scalp that if you want, but pretty much I'm looking for price to come down and wait to see what it's going to do here. If we break this level, then the targets that I'm looking at is here and pretty much around here. So that's 3180 and 2483. That'll be my target areas if it continues to break support. But pretty much you have this little minor support in here that it just ran through. But if it rejects the support, then you can kind of scalp this coming up to the minor support that might turn resistance, or you can just wait to actually see what happens if it break this main area here, which is resistance. If it do break this, then I'm looking at these two key areas, one here which is 43.50, and the next one to be probably up here, which is pretty much 47.89. But right now, not much happening right now, but just keep your eye on these two key levels, the main resistance, which is 41.48, and this support area here. Okay, we're going to see what price does there. But like I say, always keep a mind out for major news that's happening. Scalping, guys, scalping. I can't say it anymore. Please protect yourselves in these crazy markets this week. That brings us to the end of our weekly market forecast. I'd like to apologize for the audio being low and me speaking low. My son was sleeping on the side of me, guys. I didn't want to wake him up. But I look forward to talking chart with you guys, marking up some more charts next week. Until next time, see you later. Peace.